So I was at work the other day and one of my patients again had type 2 diabetes. It was before lunch, so I went to go check their blood sugar and it was 21.1 and their ketones were 0. So very high blood sugar but medically stable.
First of all, that's pretty high blood sugar. I would put them on medications to start with, really. If they're strictly diet controlled and their blood sugar is that high, they clearly have no idea what they're supposed to eat or what not to eat. And she mentioned how the patient is medically stable and mentioned that there's no ketones because if there are ketones, it can potentially be this thing called diabetic ketoacidosis along with the high blood sugar, and that can be potentially a life-threatening complication of diabetes, and you definitely don't want that.
This patient was diet-controlled type 2 diabetes, so they don't take any medications to lower blood sugar. So challenge accepted. I don't think this patient realized who their nurse was, but I was going to get that blood sugar down. First of all, I removed everything from her table. Her table was full of grapes. I hate grapes. If you have erratic blood sugar control, do not eat grapes. They are sugar bombs. It's crazy how quickly they will increase your blood sugar level.
Yeah, not a huge fan of grapes if you're a type 2 diabetic. Berries, cherries, pears, grapefruit, apricot might be a better option after a meal.
And then she had a bunch of yogurts, she had chocolate, and then she had these Ensure supplement build-up drinks, which the dietitians in the hospitals prescribe for some patients. If you look at the ingredients list on these Ensure drinks, the second ingredient is malt dextrose, which is another way of saying sugar.
And I looked it up real quick. That drink has about 47 grams of carbs per drink. Crazy.
So because these prescribed drinks are full of sugar, I removed them from the table because despite the dietitian wanting the patient to drink these supplement drinks, it would have been inappropriate to allow them to drink them when their blood sugar was so high. Anyway, I moved all of this off the table and then I went to go see what they ordered for lunch. So I found the person in charge of patient meals and they let me know that this patient was having a soup and a sandwich. So I asked them, okay, their blood sugar is very high. Is there anything that's low carb or no carbohydrate, no sugar, because they're diet controlled? So it would be very inappropriate to give them more carbohydrate when their blood sugar is 21. And the meal coordinator gave me a somewhat confused look and he said no.
Pretty insane. They don't even have option for diabetics. But in the United States, we do have options for diabetic patients. But even in their diabetic diet, the carb count is pretty insane. The hospitals that I've worked at, generally speaking, 70 to 75 grams of carbs per meal, 225 grams of carbs all day. And that's almost the equivalent to 2-liter Coca-Cola bottle, the large bottle. And you may say, hey, but fiber's there too. Okay, sure, let's subtract the fiber. Recommended fiber intake, 35 grams of fiber a day. So that's still 190 grams of carbs, which we know for sure that the hospital food or anywhere else, because we don't eat enough fiber, includes 35 grams of fiber. But let's say that we do, 190 grams of carbs. You tell me. You tell me. Crazy, huh?